I hear many of the Shan Yue have surrendered to Wu, and it appears things have remained peaceful.
Surprising, given how deep their animosity was. Is this a testament to Lord Suan Chuan's skills, or...
He only agreed to peace because, in a fit of temper, I suggested I'd have no part in a war against them.
You call that a fit? But looking back on Lord Sun Quan's words, I feel that this may have been the right choice.
Hold on, there's one thing I need to say before we end the conversation. Huang Gai, don't you think you've been stealing all the attention lately?
That may be so, but it seems that this time I've stood out in a negative way. My words and actions have created a rift in the kingdom, and I must accept responsibility for that. Even so, I don't intend to stop voicing my opinions, because that type of open discussion is what we should strive to achieve in Wu. If for some reason my voice is ever silenced, then...
Hey, stop with that nonsense, Huang Gai. Remember, what must you do above all else? Lord Sun Quan has entrusted you with governing Shan Yue. That's a major task you ought to focus on.
Right. Stop being so gloomy about everything, or you'll make Zhou Yu irritable again. Although, I suppose I can't talk. I've been pretty negative myself.
You're right. I have duties I ought to be focusing on before anything else.
I wonder, just how handsome is this officer with the clear-eyed gaze that everyone...
I just want our life to remain as it is. I don't really need much else.
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
Got a quiz for you. One day while on a march.
We're only surviving because my husband is out on the battlefield. I pray that he comes.
The path we must walk is set. Onward! Everyone! We march and walk! There we go! We must assess the situation. The enemy officer has been defeated. Time to go on the offensive. Get ready! Everyone! There we go!
Now there's somebody who's really causing us trouble. I shall deal with this myself.
enemy officer has been defeated.
You've done very well.
The enemy officer
Good to know I can
has
count
been
on you.
defeated.
Show them your might. There we go. See you. There we go.
To my power. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Begin the advance. Onward, everyone, without delay. Begin advancing. Begin the advance. All units, march. Begin the advance.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Seem to have recovered. Even so,
The enemy
next steps
officer
will be crucial.
has been defeated.
Let's go. Time to act.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Gotta be quicker. Concentrate. One more. For the glory of Wu. At it. I've been bested.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The path we must walk is set.
Onward, everyone! Start the advance! Concentrate.
The path we must walk is set.
Onward, everyone! Start the
The
advance!
enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might! There we go! Gotta be quicker than that. The resistance is futile. Rough. Take this. I've been waiting for this. Time to act. There we go! Got it.
Impressive, as always. The enemy officer
There's a lot I can learn
has
from
been
you.
defeated.
Time to attack.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Let's go! Time for a good old fight! Get ready! Bear witness to my power! Amazing!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough. Let's go! Take this! Looking rough. No finish! Here's the resistance is futile! Take this! Take this!
The path we must walk is set. The enemy
Onward.
officer
Everyone!
has been defeated.
Start the advance!
Advance! Stick close to me, now! Begin advancing!
Just the right time. Quickly, send us ahead. See you.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Contact.
Well done. Close.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Begin the advance. All units, march. Begin the advance.
Your strength has no The enemy officer has
Keep
been
honing
defeated.
your skill and amaze me once more.
Time to act. Time to attack. Looking rough. That it.
Quite the name you've made for yourself.
The enemy
You've
officer
earned every bit of it,
has been defeated. Concentrate.
Obliterate you.
An opening. Time to act. That it.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Time to act. Concentrate.
Unprepared
The enemy
charge into
officer
enemy ranks.
has been defeated.
Nice try. Don't get too excited.
The time is right. Go. Now. Time to attack.
Let's give it to them.
Time to attack. Looking rough. Time to attack. Time to act. Whoa. Looking rough. An opening! An opening! Opening!
Let's give it to them.
An opening! Let's end this.
Infested.
The enemy
I
officer
shall return after
been
reviewing
defeated.
my strategy.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory.
Bear witness to my power. Looking rough. Wait. Time to act.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
I've been waiting for this. Looking rough. You gotta be quicker. Concentrate.
Done very well. It's good to know
The
I
enemy
can count on
officer
you.
has been defeated.
dominate the battlefield. You really are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Here's the resistance is futile.
All my might. The enemy officer has been defeated. We'll bolster your forces. Got you. Time to act. 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 All my might.
Go on.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Wonder.
Now that Jiangdong is at last peaceful, our next military objective will be...
To defeat Huangzu once and for all? Surely? I doubt anyone would disagree.
I hope you're not saying that because of your personal vendetta.
Ling Tong wanting to avenge his father is no different than how all of us wish to take revenge for Lord Sun Jian. If such objectives remain unfulfilled, the morale of our troops will suffer.
I'm also in favor of going to war with Huangzu. It's high time we settled things.
Likewise. I should very much like to see him slain. However, as the leader of Wu, I must weigh up the benefits and drawbacks of that decision. I do not think we should rush into a war with him, unless we stand to benefit in a significant way.
If that's your concern, then you needn't fret, as his territory is in Qing province. It has immense strategic value. Cao Cao has conquered Liu Bei after defeating Yuan Shao at Guandu, and is now looking to expand south, starting with Qing.
There are also signs that he had a hand in the rebellion at Lujiang. The proposal makes military sense. We'd be removing a threat, solidifying our foundations, and positioning ourselves to be ready for war.
Indeed, Lord Zhou Yu, always taking the words out of my mouth. We should take Xiakou, then conquer Qing, and finally invade Bashu, to control the entirety of the southern half of the realm.
Lord Lu Su, did you really just say what I think you did?
Tell me, why would we do all of that?
It would be a means of protecting the people of Wu from Cao Cao. Cao Cao controls virtually the whole of the north, but if we take all of the south, he'll become unable to move against us.
A daring plan, to say the least. That path could lead to our lord controlling the entire realm.
Me? Controlling the realm?
You are very much capable of such a thing, my lord. Each and every one of us believes that.
So I have your trust. Then our next objective shall be Xiakou in Jing province. We will bring down Huangzu and avenge my father.
Lord Han Dong.
Things have escalated quickly. In truth, I thought ruling the realm might one day be our aim. But now that I've heard those words from the others, the sheer weight of that idea is mind-boggling. Maybe you're right. Overthinking has long been a bad habit of mine. My brother once told me that it can also be a strength, but anything can be detrimental in excess. Everyone is excited about taking down Huangzu at the prospect of conquest and revenge. However, it seems evident to me that I am perhaps the one who most desperately wishes to see him dead. When I avenge our father, which is something even my brother could not do, I may finally be able to see myself as their equal. I think then, I will be able to consider even greater ambitions, without fear or hesitation. When Sa died, I realized that I'm a selfish kind of man. I want to share in the sadness, the anger, the passion felt by the others. Yet, I always end up choosing the most logical or convenient path for me. But, in this upcoming battle, I will defeat Huangzu, no matter what. Then, I will be able to move forward as the leader of Wu. I will be relying on your skills out there.
Let's begin. Now then.
Yes.
Hi.
Shang Shang, the Bow Maiden.
Don't let me down now.
Let's go.
We will defeat our longtime nemesis and advance yet further. This battle will decide the future of our kingdom. There is no reason for us to fear Huang Zu now.
The enemy officer has been
Shall
defeated.
capture the enemy's bases, one by one.
Commence the advance.
Ling Tong, avenge your father, but do not be reckless.
I know, Lord Louis Meng. We'll take down Gan Ning. Calmly, with certainty.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This advance is essential to our cause.
Onward, everyone! The enemy officer
march at once!
has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
A little rash to be charging it alone for the sake of valor. I guess you want to die.
Gotta be quicker.
Wow, somebody even lazier than I am. To make it equal, it looks like. Now,
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I guess this place is mine.
Here I go. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory.
All of you, follow me! Let's march!
Superb! You never
enemy
fail to
officer
impress me with your
has
feats.
been defeated.
An opening.
Infested. The enemy officer
What are you
has been defeated.
Let's get this fight started!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Keep moving forward just like we planned. We will set off their trap and get them to lower their guard.
I know how to get the job done.
Write the name you've made for yourself.
The enemy
I
officer
know you've earned every bit of
been
it, of
defeated.
course.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Everyone! Start the advance!
Take the fight to them. Stop their advance.
Keep calm.
It's not much of a trap if we know it's coming. Take that!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
With all my might.
We have them now.
The enemy
But
officer
don't let up.
has been defeated.
An opening! Seize the opportunity. This area is now mine. Take this!
Feel like my true power.
Situation.
I have defeated the enemy officer. Focus for this one. The time has come. I believe in you.
Common display of skill.
The enemy
from
officer
anyone else.
has been
From
defeated.
you, I expect it.
Begin the advance. All units, march! Begin the advance.
Let's go!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
They teach you what happens when you charge into things head first.
I see you.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer
Indeed, a true
has been
warrior of
defeated.
the three kingdoms.
This
You have a
territory
gleam to you
is
that
ours.
others do not.
With all my might.
Accomplished more than I could have hoped for. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy
Just as
officer
Lord Zhou Yu
has
said.
been defeated.
All of you, stay calm. Big stop. Perfect.
This
Send out the
territory
ships.
is ours.
We're going after Swin Twin.
Looks like it's finally our time to shine.
Let's go. The path we must walk is set. Onward, everyone. Start the advance. Don't get overpowered. Advance. Nice try. There we go. Take this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Gotta be quicker. Striking execution.
The enemy
My eyes
officer
find themselves
has been defeated.
fixated on you in battle. Nice try. The enemy officer.
Tear into the enemy forces and get to Swan Chue!
Pompous little... Forget it. I'll do my job. Simple as that. Advance!
There he is at last. He is mine. Advance now.
So Ling Tong has gone after Gan Ning. Then I should also make a move. We'll take an enemy ship and enter into their stronghold. Commence the advance!
Taking the bait. Go and eradicate them!
Such an obvious trap won't faze us in the slightest! Now, push them back!
Gotten through. Just weren't strong enough.
All of you, come with me. We're going to lay waste to the enemy's stronghold. Forward march!
So, you're coming after this ship, are you?
Oh, wait here for now. You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for.
Another one falls behind me.
So, it's you. I should have expected this. Needless to say, no holding back. There'll be no regrets or grudges when this is over.
Prepare yourself, Gan Ning. I, Ling Tong, will have my revenge.
You're the son of that officer. So you want revenge? Well, I'm not just going to hand myself over to you on a platter. Looks like I got a bit carried away. Time to retreat.
The enemy officer weren't able to get Gan Ning. No matter. First things first, we must finish this battle. Advance now.
Good. We fought off the enemy's offensive. Let us advance as well.
Forward march!
Their ship is now ours. Prepare to set sail.
No match for me! Open it!
Anyone who is willing to join the assault on their stronghold, gather here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
And none have been left behind. And we will head straight for their base.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Impressive, as always. There's a lot I can learn from you.
This is what we've been waiting for.
Attack!
We fight! At last, we will be able to avenge our former lord. For us of the old guard, nothing could be more satisfying.
It does not lessen our regret. Still, it will allow us some closure of sorts if we can hunt him down.
It is high time we brought this to a conclusion. Once we do, our kingdom can finally look forward to the future.
I have defeated the enemy officer.
The enemy was one step ahead.
I believe in you.
Good. The enemy has been wiped out. Then it's time to take the fight to Guangzhou once more. Commence the advance. They're strong. Bring them down. Tigers they proclaim to be.
Keep pushing to the end. The enemy's main hold is right in front of us.
Now,
fence! Prepare for battle. Chop chop. Let's show them what we can do.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Prepare yourself, Huang Zhu. We won't let you escape this time. What? How have the enemy gotten this far?
The enemy officer
stop their attack here.
has been defeated.
Begin the advance. We will not run. Our battle against Sun Quan will be decided here and now. Start the advance.
How much longer can I remain loyal to Huang Zhu? I wonder what Gaming thinks of this.
We have been most fortunate. Take it out. Push on.
I've proved I'm a true warrior. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Time to go in the offensive. Get ready, everyone!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I challenge you to battle next round. Prepare yourself. Got you. With all my might. Things are really heating up, aren't they? This might just be entertaining.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Good eye.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
As good a time as any.
The enemy officer
I give up.
has
I
been
will
defeated.
resist no further.
Let's go.
My strength is not enough.
Get everything ready. It's time to strike. Okay. Let's do this. How's that? Easy. Let's go.
Let's end this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
At least I made a mark on the battlefield. I've got nothing more to say. Whatever happens now, it's up to you.
Now that you are here,
The enemy officer
things do not seem
been
so
defeated.
bad.
The enemy
I
officer
shall return after
been
reviewing
defeated.
my strategy. Give it a shot. Lead the way here. Keep your strength in reserve.
looking rough. Looking rough. Looking rough. Looking rough.
This territory is ours.
Move out! We will Go and attack the enemy from behind!
We were unable to keep them at bay. And now we're surrounded on both sides. We've made a great mistake. It's endless. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So their fangs have finally reached me. Perhaps this was inevitable.
Finally done it.
We've defeated our nemesis. Shout out in triumph, as fiercely as roaring tigers!
It's over, isn't it?
Yes. We have finally avenged our father. And thanks to all of you, I've now accomplished something that even my brother could not do.
Brother, there's something I've been thinking. You ought to believe in yourself more. I'm not sure anyone other than you could have succeeded in defeating Huangzu.
I'm not so sure. But I'd like to believe you're right. Whatever the case may be, we shall no longer be haunted by our father's death. We can move forward as a kingdom. Let us continue to pursue our path to a safer and more prosperous nation.
Right. We have a lot to live up to. We mustn't forget, even for a moment, our pride as members of the Sun clan.
We will lay down our arms and surrender. None of us wish to give our lives for Huangzu.
Quite the rationalist.
My service to him was bought with coin. I'm not so dutiful as to die for such a man.
Gunning, what about you?
I mean, I'd rather live, but...
Good. That makes things simpler. And even if you did give yourself up, I wouldn't have accepted your surrender.
I'm not surprised. I've got nothing to say as long as you take Su Fei in. So go on. Take your revenge. We all know that when you go into battle, there will be hatred on both sides. And when the dust settles, the loser rarely forgives the victor. That's why I won't beg for my life, nor will I apologize for killing your father.
Well, that is a rational outlook. My lord, executing someone as formidable as Gan Ning would be a waste. He would surely prove himself extremely valuable to our kingdom.
Wait a minute, Lord Zhou Yu. You cannot be serious.
I am sorry, Ling Tong. But I was thinking the same thing.
Lord Sun Quan, you have taken your revenge by defeating Huangzu. But I still haven't avenged my own father.
I know. I know how bitter and miserable you feel. But for now, I want you to direct that hatred at me instead. I cannot bring myself to have him executed after seeing his strength firsthand. For Wu to make progress, we must gather as many soldiers as we can, and even let go of our grudges if need. That is why we made peace with the Shan the way we did. And you are wise. You must know this already.
But Lord Sun Quan,
Ling Tong, wait!
Are you sure? I would be like kindling in Wu. One wrong step, and I'll end up burning the whole place down.
If you are kindling, then we just need to find the right use for you. We need men with experience in naval combat. And you certainly have that.
Oh, and what for?
The major warlords in the realm are preparing to fight over Jing province. Myself included.
Bringing Lord Ling Cao's killer into the fold, and then asking Ling Tong to fight alongside him. That is rather cruel.
I suppose there's no way I can keep my distance from him now. While I understand his resentment toward me, he acts so aggressively I can't help but wonder if he still intends to kill me. And since I prefer to avoid injury or death, I was hoping I could ask you for some advice.
Sorry to say, the only help I can give is handling the aftermath of your fights. In the end, the two of you are going to have to resolve things on your own. Still, Ling Tong may be young, but he has a sense of how things ought to be. And he knows full well that Wu needs you. The only question is whether he can make his heart obey his mind.
So what? I need to appeal to his emotions somehow? I wouldn't really have a clue how to go about that. I'm telling you, we need to get this sorted out, or one of us is going to end up out of action for good.
If you're going to clash with one another, why not choose a way that won't put your lives at risk? Like a game of Go.
Me? Play Go?
Ling Tong's quite the master at that game. You won't have a chance unless you practice a lot.
I'd never be able to beat him.
Well, that's too bad. Whatever you do, you're going to have to prove in earnest and through action that you're someone worthy of his trust. Anyway, look after him, will you? You're much more battle-hardened than he is.
I suppose I'll have to. I'll just have to be careful not to aggravate him, though.
We'll get to see Lord Sun Cao again, right, Mom?
Try this on for size. Try this on I guess you will do for an opponent. Looking rough. How's about a one-on-one?
Tables turned. An opening!
Try this.
Let's get serious. Let's go. Let's end this.
Guess I let my guard down.
The enemy officer has has been defeated.
Thank you.
Got a quiz for you. One day while on a march, Lord Cao Cao's horse... I hear Lord Guan Yu has an underling.
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
Lord Liu Meng has been reading constantly lately.
I wonder just how handsome...
You refuse to fight me? Despite how you look, you're just a coward.
Quit squawking. A fledgling out for blood is still just a fledgling. You're no threat to me. Think about it from my point of view. You could get seriously hurt. And then, what would happen?
What? You just assume you'll be able to beat me? Well, I'll show you.
That's enough. You can't train and argue at the same time. Dan Ning, you come with me before someone really does get hurt. Perfect timing. Look after Ling Tong for me, would you?
Hey! I don't need...
Come on, let's go.
He's a fool. He doesn't realize that you just saved his skin.
So, why are you here? Even at a time like this, you cheer me up. You exceed my expectations every time. I trained with you, at my father's behest. Yet this fledgling is no closer to leaving the nest. Whenever I see him, I can't help but consider ending him with some accidental slip of my hand during training. Not to mention, I had grossly underestimated his abilities. Admit it, even you must have grown weary at that stunt I pulled. I can't believe you're sticking with a weakling like me. I still have so much to learn from you, clearly. In any case, would you be willing to beat me into shape, remake me from the ground up? First, I need to establish myself among the others in Wu. I feel it's better to start there than let that bastard distract me. And if I ever get the urge to pick a fight with him again, now I know that I can talk things over with you instead. The fledgling learns to fly in the shadows of his forebearers. Can I count on you to look after me? Until I am strong enough to leave the nest?
I miss the days when thieves were a timid bunch.
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
It's amazing how the survivors managed to carry on.
Have you heard the news? Liu Bei of Jing died the other day, and Cao Cao is not a man to miss an opportunity. I'm sure he will begin his southward advance.
Should he take Qing province, his conquest of the realm will become virtually unstoppable. For Wu to survive in the face of such a threat, we must strengthen our kingdom until we have the power to rival him, and that will require more territory.
I am sure there is, but expanding our borders is probably the easiest path.
One can strategize endlessly, but the fact remains that a small territory simply cannot host a massive army.
But first, there is something we must do in preparation. A task you two would be well suited for. I want you to act as messengers to send our condolences and meet with Liu Biao's successor, Liu Song. While there, find Liu Bei, who is said to be staying with him, and subtly ask him to join our side.
There is, however, a possibility that Cao Cao has already made a move.
You're a longtime acquaintance of Liu Bei and his men, are you not? So let me ask you this. What kind of man is Liu Bei, in your eyes?
Surprisingly tough on him for an old friend, no?
I actually find that to be scarier. Someone who acts without thought is unpredictable. Perhaps Cao Cao feels the same way as me. Whatever the case may be, bringing Liu Bei to our side will be a necessity in countering Cao Cao. Good luck, you two. The fate of the House of Sun depends on you.
Lord Han Dong does so much.
Follow your general! Forward march!
All of you, advance! Keep up with your commander!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
A worthy foe approaches. I shall take care of them. Begin the advance.
We will wait here. Keep your strength in reserve.
Opening! Counting on you. Bear witness to my power.
Amazing! The enemy officer
Cannot succeed.
has been defeated.
Not without you.
Gotta be quicker.
Halt! We must assess the situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The time has arrived. All of you, get ready! Charge!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We are to crash into the enemy with everything we have. Get ready. Begin the advance. All units, march!
Fighting over there? I think I'll let you guys have all the fun.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory their charge into enemy ranks will be the end of you.
Open it. Looking rough. Let's go. Looking rough. Let's give it to them. Looking rough. Now's the time. I can see it all. With all my might. Let's give it to them. Let's go. Let's end this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
An opening! Let's go. Watch and learn!
The enemy officer
Pull back for
been
now.
defeated.
Next time, let's go. I will not fall so.
That one would put up a good fight for sure. I'm gonna go see for myself.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I'm making my way up!
An opening. Let us observe.
This is tough. But they won't take me down that
The
easy.
enemy officer has been defeated.
This appears to be as far as we go.
Looks like the battle is in our favor. We can now face them without worry.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
I'm glad. I believed in you.
The enemy officer has
proved I'm a true warrior for the Three Kingdoms. You see it all. The enemy officer
Impressive,
has been defeated.
as always. There's a lot I can learn from you.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might. Yes, I will. Guard down.
The enemy officer
Okay,
has been
give up.
defeated.
We'll get what's coming next time.
Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Savor it, or you'll see me again.
An opening. Looking rough. Bear with me. The enemy officer has been defeated. Looking rough. Is that it? Let's go. Take this. Looking rough. I'm in this. With all my might. Looking rough. You're I see you. Let's end this.
I feel weak.
The enemy officer
I retreat for now.
has been defeated.
Rest assured, payback awaits you.
An unprepared charge into enemy ranks will be the end of you.
Looking rough. All my might. Take all my might. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. An opening. Strength. Prepare for pain. All my might. The time is right. Go. Prepare for pain. Is that it? Gotta be quicker. You see it all. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. An opening. Let's
Let's make it 120 inches!
I've been waiting.
Looking rough. Whoa. Let's go.
Gotcha!
Concentrate.
Impressive, as always. There's a lot I can learn from you.
Time to end this.
Whittle down to nothing!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
That was my kind of battle from start to finish.
Wu has overcome every crisis. Have you heard? They say Cao Cao invaded Xingye with a huge army.
Xingye? Isn't that where Lord Liu Bei is?
It was. But apparently he fled and headed to Shanyang to ask Lord Liu Song for help. Then, Lord Liu Song went and surrendered right away, instead of trying to shelter Lord Liu Bei. He probably didn't want him around because he was so well liked by Lord Liu Biao.
So, do you know if Lord Liu Bei is safe?
These are just rumors, but I hear he left and took the people of Shangyang with him to seek help from Lord Liu Qi in Qiansha.
You mean everyone in Xiangyang? That's incredible!
Lord Liu Bei was extremely popular with the people there. I guess they all wanted to go with him.
It appears things are rather tense. Cao Cao is moving much faster than we thought. Let's see if we can head to Jiangxia. And let us hope Liu Bei is still safe. I did not expect Cao Cao to make his move this quickly. But I am glad you are safe, Lord Liu Bei. Though I must say I was surprised that you've brought your people with you.
We would not have made it here if not for the remarkable efforts made by everyone. And by Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Zhao Yun, and Zhuge Liang in particular.
We are thankful to them as well. For it would have been a grievous blow to lose you.
Ah, and what might you mean by that? Compared to someone like Lord Sun Quan, who controls all of Jiangdong, I am but a minor leader without power or land.
Without power and land, perhaps. But you are also one of the few lords who garner a lot of attention. We believe that if we can join forces with you, we may even be able to counter Cao Cao. As we speak, he is seeking to take Jing Province, a critical territory If his invasion is successful, both your forces and ours will soon be overrun. To put it simply, we believe our interests align. Lord Sun Quan has control over Qingdong proper, and has even expanded Wu's reach by taking in the Shan Yue and minor lords. If you wish to take on Cao Cao, it may be worthwhile for you to ally with us.
We are very grateful for the offer. We have been searching for allies as well, so we would be...
Lord Liu Bei, may I interject? Lord Lu Su's offer is truly a gracious one. However, I have a hard time believing that there is a consensus on this matter within Wu. Joining up with a small group like ours to fight against the mighty army of Cao Cao? That seems like mere bravado at best.
It pains me to admit it, but you're right. When we heard that Liu Song had surrendered to Cao Cao, we left for Jiangxia right away. Our orders in coming here were indeed to secure an alliance with Lord Liu Bei. But I cannot claim that our side has reached a consensus on the matter.
Then, it is only fair to obtain the agreement of those in Wu. For an alliance without mutual understanding will only bring division. Lord Liu Bei, I would like your permission to act as a messenger to Wu. I will convince the officers there and make this agreement a reality.
I hear Lord Guan Yu has an underling.
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
The Bow Maiden, Lady Xing Sheng Xian, is an inspiring general.
Do you think this deployment is daring enough to defeat Cao Cao's divisions?
We've been called for a meeting. It seems a message from Cao Cao arrived just before we returned. Oh, no. I don't think allying with us would benefit them much at this point. It called for our surrender, though the language was a little less direct. Perhaps we should have expected this, but those in Wu have split right down the middle, just as Zhuge Liang predicted. There are those who claim that victory is impossible against Cao Cao, and that we should surrender before any unnecessary bloodshed. And then there are those who say we should ally with Liu Bei and resist Cao Cao with everything we have. If there is anyone capable of uniting the two factions together, I can think of no one more fit for the task than Lord Zhou Yu. But unfortunately, he is away at the moment. He is likely busy taking measures of his own to make sure we are prepared for the coming danger. Ultimately, the only way we can protect both our domain and our people is to rise up and rival Cao Cao for control of the realm. I've spoken of this plan before, haven't I? It isn't some impossible dream. I truly believe it can be done, which is why I want nothing more than to convince every person of consequence in Wu to resist the urge to surrender. But for now, I'm off to meet with Zhuge Liang. You should make your way over to the war room to wait for our arrival.
I think we can all agree that fighting Cao Cao is extremely reckless. How can we possibly hope to win against such numbers? Territory should not take priority over the safety of the people of Wu. Is it not said that needless bloodshed is the mark of a foolish leader?
I never thought I would witness the likes of Lord Zheng Jiao, suggesting we kneel to a tyrant who manipulates the Emperor and exploits all in his path. The Yellow Turbans of Qing, the Heishen Bandits. They gave in to Cao Cao and have achieved distinction under his command. But in reality, their lives have been robbed of all meaning, and they now exist as nothing more than toothless beasts at the mercy of the lash. Tyranny is all that lies at the end of the path to Cao Cao's feet. Once you become a slave to his power, it becomes impossible to break free. Do you really think we should abandon our pride and forsake our future just to avoid making the sacrifice necessary to protect them?
We do not find giving up on our land and our people to Cao Cao any more tolerable than you do. But if this is what it takes for our people's lives to be spared, then is it not the best decision we can make?
He's right. There is no reason for us to sacrifice ourselves for pride. We will eventually win back everything taken from us.
With all due respect, I am honestly a little disappointed in what I'm witnessing here. The Sun clan, renowned for its brave warriors, has such cowards for officers.
How dare you!
Lord Liu Bei has no land to call home, and what soldiers and retainers he does have are far fewer in number than those of Wu. In spite of all that, he has sworn to never bend the knee to Cao Cao, and has even sent me to Wu to negotiate an alliance. He does so to save the people of Jing, who regard him with love and respect. And when I arrive here, all I see is Wu, for all its advantages, cowering beneath the shadow of Cao Cao, considering no option but surrender. No matter how many talented officers you assemble, or how well you govern your people, that cowardice makes all of Wu far weaker than Liu Bei alone.
All Liu Bei does is flee from battle to battle. He fled from Ji, he fled from You, and from Shu as well. He certainly has more courage than most, but only the foolhardy charge into battle without the strength to prevail.
So, tell us, Lord Zhuge Liang, are we to assume that you have discovered a way to defeat such a massive force?
Yes. I came here knowing that if we fight alongside Wu in this battle, there is a way for us to win. But if the mere thought of having to face a powerful enemy has robbed you of the will to fight, I'll just have to come up with a new plan. Lord Sun Quan, I highly suggest you carefully consider your circumstances and your ability to lead.
Now look here.
I understand the doubts of Zheng Jiao and the others very well. Lu Su and Lord Zhuge Liang have also made a strong case. We will end the discussion here for the time being. I need some time to gather my thoughts on what has been said. This is terrible. I'm a complete failure.
What do you mean by that?
My father laid the foundations, and my brother built Wu into the kingdom it is today. And yet I can't even muster up the courage to defend it. The shame that I feel is overwhelming. I know full well that we must fight. Yet, I can't help but realize how little chance we have of winning. War is crucial to the survival of the kingdom. But we should not fight battles we cannot win. This is a basic principle of warfare.
That is true. Lord Zheng Jiao was not by any means mistaken in his reasoning. If both sides are correct in their own way, then all that is left is for you to make your choice.
Surrender and be trampled upon? Or fight and face certain defeat? I don't exactly have the best options to choose from.
Where did you get the idea that those were the only two paths? I think you should choose the third path. That is to say, you should bravely take the field, win the battle, and protect all that you hold dear. Is this not also what you had in mind, Lord Zhou Yu?
Zhou Yu, you have returned.
Yes, I've only just arrived. I'm a bit later than I had planned. But Lord Zhang Zhao and the others sure were grumbling up a storm. Zhuge Liang must have really caused a commotion at the meeting.
Perhaps his words were a little too bitter for them to stomach.
He must have thought that such an approach would be the only thing that could bring Wu to its senses. But Zhuge Liang's words were not meant to merely aggravate or inspire. I think he may actually believe that we can win. He plans to lead Liu Bei to victory, even if it means wringing every last bit of strength out of Wu. He would not have voiced his discontent so strongly without firm conviction. They are fully committed to this fight. We must make use of that. My lord, I speak to you now as a loyal retainer of the House of Sun. I have prepared a secret strategy that will ensure Cao Cao's defeat, but this plan cannot work unless we are able to use Liu Bei's forces. With my plan and the brave warriors in our ranks, we can protect the lives of our people, the domain of Wu, and everything we hold dear.
But this matter has divided us into two separate factions. What can I possibly do to convince everyone to unite as one? Even the soundest strategy is meaningless without the will to fight.
I will explain to them that there is a path to victory, and then I will urge them to reconsider. And if that isn't enough to inspire them to take action, well, we'll just have to appeal to their hearts instead of their minds.
Now even Lord Zhou Yu is insisting that we risk our lives in defiance. And just how do you plan on defeating an army of that size?
The size of Cao Cao's army certainly makes it a force to be reckoned with. But numbers can be deceiving. We must first compare the strengths and weaknesses of both sides. Our disadvantage lies primarily in our inferior numbers. But what do we have that we could use to our advantage?
The enemy is far from home, and they are also poorly trained. Most importantly, long boat journeys tend to bring sickness and fatigue.
Precisely so. And that's why we will fight them on the banks of Jing. No matter how imposing a force may be on land, on water, they become a mere jumble of poorly trained...
You have a point. Well, even a huge army makes for easy prey if its movements are slow.
As they will be slow to maneuver, all we need is a strategy to wipe them out before they have time to escape. What we will do is burn their entire fleet to...
So we're to rely on nothing but unconventional tactics and sheer luck? Even if your fire attack were to succeed, how do you know we can win?
War is of course unpredictable. And I do not claim to have the ability to know the outcome of a battle before it is fought. But to consider no outcome but defeat before even taking the field, how is that any different than losing the battle before it even begins? Now, allow me to ask you all in plain words. Which path will you choose? Will you abandon the kingdom of Wu to live carefree lives without ambition? It is true that taking such a path may prolong your lives. You may even live long enough to reclaim your land and pride. But we would not be the ones to fight and die for the cause. That task would fall to none but our own children. Lord Sun Jian, Sun Ce, and all our forefathers. What would they think? Could you justify that choice to them? If you have even one small shred of pride left as retainers of the Sun clan, as the people of Wu, you will rise up, Draw your weapons and fight with all of your strength!
He's right! We must be the ones to protect Wu. No matter how powerful the enemy may be.
You can count me in. I'll honor my ancestors by fighting to the very end, so that my father and Zhuge can look down on me with pride.
Those who wish to surrender should do so. That is, if there are any among us that don't mind licking the boots of our enemy.
So we have no option but to fight. However...
This discussion is now over. This is a fight for our lives. A fight for all of the people of Wu, past, present, and future. We must defeat Cao Cao's forces once and for all!
No, I am content with this decision. I was just collecting my thoughts, that's all. Where will this path lead the kingdom of Wu?
Being able to fight alongside famous officers and generals, it's truly...